Hello, it's Lacey Maloney, the health sanity coach from dietspite.com. Today I wanted to show you this really awesome supplement called Lion's Mane. Now, I just started taking this and I've already noticed a huge difference. And if you can see the label, it says that it's for memory and nerve support. Now, I'm not taking it for memory, although hopefully it's helping me in that category too. I'm actually taking it for nerve support and really for nerve damage in my case. So let me explain. Have you ever heard of the condition called Raynaud's syndrome? Now, my great-grandmother actually had this condition, and she had it so severe, a very severe case of it, that she had to have both of her legs amputated below the knee. Now, that is really severe and really rare. That was the extent of the nerve damage for her and the poor circulation. She actually got gangrene in her legs because the circulation was just not doing it. And when you get poor circulation, the nerves aren't getting the blood and the nerves die. So that's what I noticed was starting to happen with me. Now, I've had signs in some level of this condition for many years, as long as I can remember. I'd be out in the cold or I'd be out snowboarding and my feet would be numb and I'd have to go inside, take off my boots and warm up my feet again. But recently, I live in the Pacific Northwest now, and recently I've been really having problems more so in my hands. We have really mild winters here, but we get a lot of dampness and a lot of these 50-degree days, and I'm always at the dog park. I go pretty much every single day to the dog park, so I'm out there a lot on these damp days where the temperature is, around 50 degrees. It seems to be about the mark where I will still get the numbness. In the 60s, I'm usually okay. But I'll even notice it when I go grocery shopping and I'm picking up produce. And the wall of produce with those sprayers that spray the water. If my hands get damp and I reach in and I pick out my kale or my collards or whatever I'm getting, my hands will be numb within a minute. And I can't get the numbness to go away. It will last for up to an hour, sometimes longer, sometimes it's less. It just kind of depends. And sometimes it's in, usually it's these 3 fingers that get affected, or these 2 the most that get affected. I'm using a selfie stick, so I'm one-handed here. But my ring finger and my pointer finger are the 2 worst ones that seem to be affected. But it can be all of them. Sometimes it's just my pointer finger. So recently, I've been really having a problem with my one pointer finger, and it's felt like a pinch at the very end. Now, when this first happened about 2 months ago, I didn't think a whole lot about it. I just thought it was going to go away. I thought maybe I got a little cut or a little prick. It's kind of what it felt like. I just expected it would go away. But when it didn't go away, when I had it for at least 2 months. I might have had it longer because I was just kind of putting it in the back of my head. It didn't hurt, but it felt like I had been pricked with something, and I could just feel this little pinch. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as pain goes, it would be below a 1, I would say. It wasn't painful. Or maybe it was a 1. Okay, we'll say it was a 1. It was a little level of discomfort. And I expected it to go away, and it didn't. And then I realized, it might be nerve damage. Like, could this be catching up with me now? And I have been taking iron supplements because I'm also anemic, and I just started doing that about 6 months ago. So that will help too with the circulation. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I've optimized my stomach acid because weak stomach acid can be a sign of anemia as well. But that's not the case for me. I just also have a long history of anemia. It also must run in my family. and I have, some level or some degree of this Raynaud syndrome. Now, you can't test for Raynaud syndrome. It's just whether or not your symptoms match up with the condition, and some of mine do. So I possibly have some level of it, but I became worried when the pinching didn't go away. And so, like I said, I've already been taking iron supplements that will help with increasing the red blood cells, increasing the circulation of the red blood cells and the oxygen around my body, but that really wasn't the problem in this case. It seemed like I really needed the nerve to be healed. There needed to be some healing done, and that's where this cool supplement, lion's mane, came into play. Now, lion's mane is a mushroom. Has a really cool name. You probably can't really see, but it's got like a little picture of what it looks like on the front here. And this is from Host Defense, which is the best line in medicinal mushrooms. This is Paul Stamets' line, and you may be familiar with his product, Host Defense, which is an immune care medicinal mushroom product that he's really famous for. But then he came out with some more products in the mushroom line, and this is one of them. And within 10 days of taking this product, the nerve pain went away. I didn't have that pinch at the end of my finger anymore, and I was shocked. And so I waited a couple days. I thought, well, maybe it's going to come back tomorrow. Maybe it's not really gone. Could it really have happened that fast? And it did. So I was shocked, and I just took the 2-capsule recommendation. That's what it recommends, is 2 capsules a day. You can hear the bottle still sounds like it's pretty full. So I've been probably taking this for about 2 weeks total, and this is a month's supply. So I really just wanted to share my story about this product, because a lot of times you can take a supplement and not really notice a difference, right? Especially if you're taking a multivitamin, you don't notice anything, right? But I was shocked at how quickly this lion's mane, it has such a cool name too, right? Mushrooms are pretty awesome and pretty potent and powerful. So I wanted to share this with you and share my story. Now, I should mention I'm not a doctor. I probably should have said this at the beginning, but maybe you figured that out. I don't really look like a doctor. I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. So I really just want to share my story, and maybe it will help someone else out there.